Hi everybody, I'm Tina. This is To the Inner Wild. I have a little bit of a red eye here. It got itchy all of a sudden, and maybe I'll put in another little eye drop here because it's like, I don't know what the deal is. Maybe it's just like something on my blanket. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. So anyway, I want a little aggro on it because I forget, when it gets itchy, it gets really itchy. But it's not itching right now, so that's cool. Anyway, I am tripping. It is 12:06 midnight. Oh shoot. Am I doing this one? Oh. Am I gonna use the Omega Land Tarot? I'm tripping. I am. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and cover these cards up because sometimes I save them on the side when I do my any type of reading. And so that I can do like images, like thumbnails, like covers for them, for these videos. And I don't have time to do it all. Like, it's just kind of like not as worth it. So anyway, I'm deciding. I've made an executive decision and put away the cards because if I don't have time for tripping, that's the bottom line here. So that's why we're gonna do this little reading here. I have some things to do tomorrow, and I have a lot of things that I gotta get going. So it is now officially August 25th. It is a Thursday, early morning, just edging into the morning. So angels of love and light, I welcome you in. Ancestors of the like, cosmic families of the like, higher selves, and inner children of the like. Let's get some messages here today. That's one. It is Queen of Cups in reverse. So of course there are some insecurities, of course. And all the more reason just to hold back that cup and just kind of like hold it for yourself. Okay. I'm getting the impression that maybe like she doesn't think that there's like almost a shortage in the cup, so she has to like sip it, or it's like it's hot. That's what it is. Like, she's drinking tea and it's hot, so all she can do is really sip it. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because like if it's in a reversal, it's like, to me, what I'm getting right now is that like she's kind of like in limbo in the underworld, and it gets cold and dark sometimes in the underworld. So you gotta like, even though you're sipping on your hot tea, just be thankful that it's hot, and then you get to take time with it. So all right, let's see here. What else do you want to say? So I guess that's like my little header card. I feel like there might be a subheader to this, if not one in conjunction to it, like a parallel view to kind of balance out the energies, put it into context. So we have the King of Swords facing the Six of Wands and the World card. That's amazing. Can you just come on, like, for real? Okay, King of Swords. Determined and very like I'll just say knowledgeable, and firm, but like successful, obviously, like closing out cycles. Come on. So I say the King of Swords is more stern than the Queen, more soldier-like than anything. So like strategic almost. So Yeah, I think that's what that is. I'm realizing that I have to take on this type of demeanor in order to have like a successful closeout. So what do we say about this again? That it was, we'll put that one there. And where's that other one that just showed up? The world card. Oh, it was the top of the deck. Excellent. Okay. So we'll have this whole lineup here. Okay, so this is the subheader. Okay. So the Queen of Cups in reversal is a transient energy, and we can go ahead and move forward and look forward. I feel like I'm repeating words. Look forward to what we have going on down below right here. Okay. So strategic, yes. Knowledgeable, yes. Firm in their ways, yes. What else? More soldier-like, so disciplined. Okay. Let's put this back the right way. Okay. Uh-oh, my candle went out. I don't know when that went out, but since I'm doing a reading, it's kind of a must-have. So give me a second. Excellent, excellent. Very happy. All right, angels of love and light. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands and the Five of Cups in reverse. They dropped out together. This is a great thing because we've seen Five of Cups repeat itself, like on a continuum. More recently speaking, anyway. So there might be a lack of confidence on the initial state, but this character here being the King of Swords, the like action-oriented, like prepared side, is going to instill a lot of confidence because our attitude towards it is that we're already like saying goodbye to like old times. So when we say goodbye to old times, like it's usually old good times or what we perceived as good times, whether that be like just how we used to celebrate and who we used to celebrate with, who and how we used to celebrate with. Let's get more specific there because I think that applies to many. So while we're doing that, normally like there's a lack of spirit in there. But this is saying otherwise, that when we say goodbye, it's a very, very like solemn event. And yeah, so, but then this is like, it's on your feet, soldier, right? On your feet, soldier. Get up, and we've got some things to do. So... Goodness. Yeah, so it's like getting up there and going at it. So this is our refresh button. That isn't so simple. It's not just like a simple click. But internally, that's what it's saying, that we will be intuitively guided to this, like one foot in front of the other. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. But what we are guided to, we'll just kind of like, no, that's the right thing to do. Okay. All right. So there's going to be a lot of excitement here, all kinds of excitement. And I'm just thankful I'm in a part in my life where I can just really slow down for a sec. Just know that, how do I say it? I'm able to steer my ship more gracefully and with more control. Like I realize it's not just an on and off switch, that there's like a dimmer to it, you know. So Okay, so Ace of Cups, yeah, definitely, absolutely intuitively guided. I was stuttering a little bit on delivering that message because we initially had the Queen of Cups in reversal, but then we didn't really have any massively strong cards here to say that this was going to be intuitively guided. But like, it's one foot in front of the other as we break down barriers and constructs. So, but then this came out just as reassurance because I'm telling them, in my head that an angel. I'm like, is that the right message? Because we have the Queen of Wands spirit, we have the wands depicted here, and then we have the thought processes here within royalty and masculine and feminine sense. But so then they're just reaffirming that there's absolute 100% guidance, like on a 360 when it comes to the divine. Spirit will speak in many different ways, different signs, to offer help, to offer sustenance and replenishment as needed. So no need to worry there. Yeah. The thing is that we have to be willing to be receptive to that, be present. So we don't have to hold our hand out to cue the request. We just need to show up in the picture at this point because it's taking a lot out of us. It is a huge investment to have this turnaround. It's not just a 360, it's almost like a pirouette. So it's a constant spin, as you would see someone, skating on ice. What is it? Triple axel, whatever. I forget what they call it because it's been a long time since I've heard that kind of verbiage. So it's just saying, you just got to show up to the picture, and with that, you're at a place where you're not just gonna be a fly on the wall where you're just gonna sit there. You're at a place now where when you show up, it automatically engages you and activates you to how do I say it? It's like a segue, just putting your foot in the door in order to put your whole self in. So you invest as much as you can, as much as you are capable of at that moment. So all you need to do is just show up and it'll just unfold. So this goes for many situations because we're at that elevation point. Once you see things, you can't unsee. So when you get, let's say you're scaling a mountain and then you reach a certain point. Well, you can no longer see from that lower perspective because you've ascended to that point, which is a frequency that is an advantage. So treat it like so. Don't go on your phone or whatever, or it's like pay attention to where you're going, My lips are really dry right now, so just give me a second. I need to put something on them. I've been trying Vaseline with cocoa butter on it, and it just makes it feel like it gets worse. So I have to use my little over-the-counter thing and see if this works. Ugh, gosh, what have I been doing? I don't understand. It's cracked on the inside. Oh shit, it hurts. I must have bit my lip or something, so. Okay. What the heck is going on there? It hurts. Okay, so what's here? The devil. What's the deal with that? Why is it like that? I don't understand. It has nothing to do with my lips, does it? Am I saying something that's like out of place? Okay, can we clarify why I got the devil card? Why we did? What's the devil got to do with this? Okay, first off, this Justice, and then this came here, Ace of Wands. I don't know, it was like kind of leaned right there, so then I picked it up like so instead of picking it up like, you know, up. So either way, it could go down like in different ways depending on how you would receive this card. But Ace of Wands is very spirited, very like turned on. Being that I got it in reversal, it's maybe being turned off. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so I received it correctly. How I was supposed to receive it anyway. But following up, the clarity, justice will be served. How? Oh shoot. Oh, it's being turned off by obsessions and addictions and just the things that really stifle your growth, being desire based, being like habitually driven. So when you are complacent in anything, it almost like hits the mute button to your free will, because you're no longer like actively engaged. You're on autopilot, so you're just like giving up your freedom, your presence overall. Yeah. So anyway, I'm at that point where it's like I just need to chill right now. And I forgot how I introed into this, but it feels very much the vibe of this. So like I just need to take control back, and I need to like, I'm just tired of being like certain things dictating my day. And how do I say it? Because that's like not really like the best context to place it in. Anyway, I'm just going to move forward. The angels will show me if this is like, if I need to continue with that. You know, some of it also is we might be like considering that this was the beginning header card. I'm seeing here that maybe some of us, because I see this bat for the first time on the chest. So it represents like the devil is depicted here as like the dark night of the soul, and being so we're so like kind of turned off from this creative blocks, let's say. It's maybe like the over constant criticism and reliance on like, oh, I'm so used to things going wrong. I'm so used to me telling like in people invalidating me, and there hasn't been even like the closest ones, especially that. And I don't know if, you know, if I had, 1,000 people say, validate me through words of affirmation or service or other different, love languages, if that would pacify, those that have invalidated me. Like, I don't think it's just like an eye for an eye deal as justice would depict, but I think it's more like, okay, what can I do instead of internalizing that? As far as like how I approach, like, what is my attitude towards the dark night of the soul? is that also being becoming a like go-to, because it's not, how do I say it, sometimes there's like, I feel like sometimes it's like there's no one to blame here. It's just a process of things. At this state, like, I feel like whatever I'm telling you, you should not take into its most literal sense, like cookie cutter view. This is pertaining just to this context, just to this reading. Because I feel like there's some things that can be misconstrued if you just take an excerpt out of it and try to use that like for your own like little your own situation. It's strictly for this particular one. I really feel like maybe because of this being initially like instilling a lack of confidence, like we're questioning our abilities to be in tune with the world, like intuitively driven as we naturally are. So like we're questioning, like, is this enough water to get me through like this this journey up ahead? So in engaging in the dark night of the soul, there's nobody to blame for that. Like, no, there's enough water there. Just chill, okay? We don't need to ask 20,000 questions with each step. We don't need to like keep our finger, like our gun cocked in order to be ready for like ish to go down. Let's not accentuate that, because justice is on our side. Okay, that's what Spirit is saying. Like for me especially, and if you're in on this, it's like it's okay. Just act your part in this. Like, be within your best self, and the questions will diminish as you move forward step by step. That's all that they're saying, okay? Because I just started like stressing out, and I'm like, holy smokes, come on. All these good things are happening, and it's, for me, it's just enough to outweigh like all the stuff that has like absolutely drained and exhausted me. So what do we have here? Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, so we have 3 aces here already. And there's 6, 9, 10. This is the 11th card. So being this is the 11th card, following up with Justice, I have 111, which is very much like a leadership number. It's 1 is about action. Yeah, so having it thrice depicted here with is very important, I feel like. So Ace of Swords is the smartest card in the deck, and so I think it's really because it's in reversal, it's kind of like our weapon is put away for right now, but because it's like kind of withholding our tongue. That's what it's saying, withholding our tongue, because there's still like an ish ton of knowledge here, even when our sword is put away. Being that it's following up here, it's being also able to digest the situation and comprehend what justice means to us. Now, we've already thought about this before, especially in our hardest times when we feel like, oh, that was not fair. It's something to reassess as a continual checkpoint, especially when we're encountering any complex situations, any complex relationships. And that'll keep us in check, because it's like it followed up from, the devil. Okay. So this also, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay. Anything else angels of light and love. Doing great so far. Okay, okay, 3 of Pentacles or 3 of Coins, 4 of Cups. We see that continually reappearing as well. And then 8 of Cups in reverse. Now this is excellent because, let me just lay it out here so I can take a better look. Okay. So it's coming back from, let's say, a little road trip, a little excursion to clear our mind, gain perspective. It's usually in all cases that I've seen, the 8 of Cups is outdoors. So we're coming back from this excursion of contemplation and a little bit of a hiatus in movement, and we're able to easily let go of our frustrations and boredom and just like blah jadedness of the world, because it's just you really encounter that during your alone time at most. And so when all we hear is crickets, it's just it can be a challenge to find the spirit within yourself. So we're getting out of that because we went on a little excursion to refresh. Yes. Now the excursion can, it doesn't have to be within its most physical extreme sense. But sometimes like when I just like I'm here and I'm doing stuff, I just need to break out of it, and so I run a few errands, even if it's getting coffee. Like today I told you that I was going to like try to quit coffee again, but then I ran into a little like snag again today, and so I just did like the most comfortable round, and I just went to grab some coffee to just get me moving, like the wheels in motion. So, I pick my battles, so I'll have to reset the clock for that one. But, I'm saying, in its most minute stance, that's what it could pertain to. So don't be so hard on yourself if you're really trying to get up and like going and you're finding difficulty doing so. It doesn't have to be some elaborate scheme with like an itinerary. Yeah. So, or even like a full tank of gas. It's okay. Sometimes, in its most metaphorical sense, if we need to go out on that excursion and we only have a quarter tank of gas, or even less than that, it's okay. Just get out there, because counter to that, it will regenerate us. We will be refueled again. So it's okay. So with that, our resources are freed up, our mental capacities, resources on a 360, because we don't have those thoughts like carved into, like there's no room, there's no place, there's no home for, all of that overthought and making excuses on a subconscious level for all of those constructs that we've housed in here. So all those roadblocks just are free and done. So now our mental capacity and our creative abilities are able to be resourced into building something, even if that's just on our own. You know how inventors roll. They like to roll independently. They're visionaries with like the gears in constant motion, so that they have to be alert, not just adept within knowledge and with the eagerness of, a child to construct such devices and see, how things operate and work and improve them. But I forgot what I was saying. What were we saying about that, angels? We hit milestones when we already reached this place. visionaries and inventors. Yeah. Okay. Now this is really nice because what I just noticed here was something very, very like striking. Do you see? This is the first time I've seen this before. Okay, you see his red scarf and how it looks like he's like bound here? It looks like he broke free from being strung up, just like this right here. Isn't that insane? So it's about breaking free and making the most out of our time. Yeah, that's what the angel said. Okay, anything else? I think I want to do bananagrams real quick. So let's see here. This fell on the Ace of Cups and the King of Swords. Nine of Swords. Okay. So, this is a fair warning, to get to bed because we're losing sleep over, past heartbreaks. And for me, I don't really feel like that on a conscious level. So that means that it's very like, there's, layers of it, beneath the surface. Otherwise I would find absolute value in myself and I will just go to sleep. I will shut the lights out and I will just trust that everything's going to be okay and just shut out the lights and just shh and just do it. So this is what they're saying. So I think that's the last card, and then I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck and then pull the bananagrams out and we are done. The Tower in reverse. It's just this is the aftermath. It's the aftermath. Okay, so part of the cleanup is our act, is sometimes, the air quality gets a little like yuck from extreme damage. So we have to just like kind of wait for things to settle down and realize there are a lot of forces, elements of both physical and non-intangible, that create impact in our functionings, in our perception, in our, the overall scheme of things. So there's that. Okay, give me 1 second. See, I confess. That's what's happened there. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull one here. Okay, that was a little weird bunch. Q. Okay. QATYUUMLTNUKBHENS. Those are a lot of U's in here. Okay, let's see. Right off the bat. Matt. HB. Huntington Beach, right? Utah. Oh, hello. I don't know what's going on with Utah here. Okay. So, let's see what words are gonna come up. Hi. How are you? What time is it over there, by the way? There's so many U's here. Huh. That's weird. I have numb. Oh, yeah, same here. Okay. On the West Coast. PST. Okay. Why do I have numb here? So I guess, like, there have been a lot of things that have gone on where we kind of want to, where we used to numb ourselves, but now it's just there's been so much stimulation in our lives that I think, at least I'm at the point of going numb. Like, it's not even a decision anymore where I don't feel something about this or that. There's certain realms, like toxic realms, that I don't have room for anymore. I don't have an immediate response to anymore. So that's a good sign. Let's see. So I have late. Yeah, I need to get to bed soon. Very, very soon. Latte. Okay. What am I going to do with this K? Ugh. Oh, I know. We're going to make bank. I have work tomorrow. So you're pretty new. I haven't seen you around here. What brings you here? Other than, I don't know, a coincidence of time. Are you naturally into tarot or anything like that? My tarot session is already done for the night. Okay. I have Hulk. Oh, damn, I have She-Hulk. Okay, so I'm going in strong. This is good. This is good. I will save my energy for the good of mankind. Okay. I'm gonna take numb out because I need something a little better. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. Oh, well, thanks. So which one do you have, like, you just remember the energy, or do you remember what reading that was? I know, I just joined TikTok like a little bit ago, like, I don't know, a month and a half ago, I think. I was so apprehensive, like I was just stressing about it, like, oh, I don't know, maybe it's just like not for me, it's a new world, so many questions. And then when it came to, like, you know, the witchy world or whatever, there's just a lot of energy out there that, you know, there's a lot to learn. So when you expose yourself to new worlds, there's that element of risk where you don't know exactly who you're playing with. And, yeah. So far, so good, though. Oh, well, thank you. Well, nice to have you here. So I'm in this little like bananagram portion here, and I'm trying to figure out what's the deal. Ugh. Okay, aqua. Fine. I haven't had aqua before, so yeah, aqua. Okay, color. Maybe that's gonna be my vibe tomorrow. Yeah, TikTok can be really scary, but you know, there's a lot of, you know, I don't normally like tune into the news, and I know that's like not the prime, like the best way to get filled in, but it seems like people are pretty honest when it comes to real world stuff, and you get like opinions firsthand, like you're holding the mic, right? And so I find that when it comes to looking at news on like your regular news channel, that it's so like messed up anyway that you're getting the same vibe, you know, on different forums. So that's just the way it is nowadays. So what do you usually watch on TikTok? Because I know I should have variety there. The user tools are always saying like, oh, don't stick to one thing. And I'm like, dude, I only have time for one thing, okay? At the moment. Yeah. So my vibe is usually just like, okay, when I scroll through, it's usually like art stuff, it's some new stuff, you know, and like the witchy stuff, you know, spiritual stuff. But I never get anything like sports or anything. Oh, the explanation with regards to news, that you get it, you know. Definitely getting more of a first-hand news experience that isn't usually commercialized. That's right, we get the best of the news. Commercial, oh my gosh, every time I'm scrolling through and I see like sponsor, that whole bit, that's when I get really turned off on TikTok. No, stop it. That's what happens with me. I mean, it starts to feel like Instagram when it gets a little just too much. No, no, we're not doing that. So anyway, I really like TikTok. Okay, let's get focused here. Yeah, but it's good that the common courtesy now is to always say that when a post is yeah, you can trust the creators more, I think. There's no regulations for that on Instagram? You're saying that TikTok has a better way of like establishing their rules, like they adhere to it, like they stick to their guns when it comes to that stuff. Because I know that with this forum, you don't really have to have sponsored on there. You just have to see who's like tagged. Like it's a little bit of an extra, you know, homework thing from what I see. Oh. Okay, I also have they here. So, So this reading also might pertain to those that are, that identify themselves not in your traditional he/she manner. Yeah, because there's a lot of experiences tied into like being comfortable enough to establish yourself within your identity, like your unique imprint. And when you have to carve out new experiences, you're not the only one that's adjusting to it. Others are. So I think that this reading also pertains to them. Okay, I am trying to find out what's going on here. This is not the norm, though. It's not doing its thing as much. Stub. Okay, I'm fine with this. We're using all of the letters. Stub. So I feel like, okay, first thing that I got from that stub is like, a ticket stub. So this is our official entry. Spirit is saying that this is our official entry. Like you're tearing off the stub, handing it back to us. It's no longer orientation. You get to set foot in the door and you get to feel out your experience. Just be present. This is like the number one card where Spirit's saying just be present and everything will unfold accordingly, because you're already at this level where you've already qualified in and you've already done your homework. You've already achieved, you've already gone through the classes of prerequisites, and now it's time for you to bank on your skills and to make bank. Let me show you. Shoot. Yeah, so that's what we have. Again, to be strong, and also to keep our anger in check. What our triggers are, and moreover use our intelligence as the King of Swords. They're very strategic, in the know-how, and just very knowledgeable. So they put that first before anything else. Okay. And then as far as we already talked about that. Aqua, I'm not really. I guess Aquaman, because we had She-Hulk, when we had that there. Let me just see here. So if we have these two remaining, what? I don't know where to put. I don't know where that would go, so I really think that's how to take care of everything. Okay. So Aquaman, I have no idea. I don't know Aquaman too well, so I really don't know. I just figured that I have to go to work tomorrow, and I'm really stumped as far as the vibe. I'm very affected about how I present myself, and it affects my whole day. So I think I'm supposed to. I know it sounds silly, but I think I'm supposed to wear aqua tomorrow. Maybe it vibes with the company that I don't know. But, yeah, do you know anything about Aquaman? Why would I have Aquaman? I don't know why I would have Aquaman. I know he's some kind of superhero of the seas. I don't know. Okay, so I saw, on TikTok or something, I saw something, it's just one little thing of Jason Momoa all of a sudden. And, every girl swoons over him, but I'm not really, it's not my vibe. But, you know, there are certain things where you can acknowledge, okay, someone is attractive or good looking, but it's just like, it's not my thing. Like, that's not my thing. Which is, like, I'm not bagging on him at all. It's just, it does, like, I don't know, just not my vibe. So, is there, maybe aqua, like, yeah, like water. Yeah, flowing like water. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, could go with the ticket stub. Maybe I need to watch Aquaman. Maybe there's something to learn. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, flowing like the water. But then I'm like, what's man? Usually it clicks really easily. I guess, in this state, oh, definitely. Yeah, you go with the flow of things because this is a very transient portion of at least my life, or the energy here, where we're moving from one world to another, closing out cycles, and we're succeeding in all of it. But part of the success isn't just like a one-step deal. It's not just moving from, like dropping out like all of the BS and the BSers, from our world, or like the bad habits that we have. And so it's like following through, like the next foot in the door, the next foot on the inside, so you're fully present and fully there, so that you can be offered that help and recognize it when it's being passed on over to you. And we're not thinking about our next step forward, we're already in. So that transition point between man and Hulk, or man and they, it's seeing all the figures that are involved, as well as how we transition from one point to another, one state of being to another, and like an enhanced state, where our triggers are fully accentuated as needed. So it's about being in more control, but also in flow. Aqua. Mm-hmm. Oh, you get that? Sometimes looking into the future, I've been thinking about just the big deadline or goals I have. I know. Seriously, I have had this, like, from a reading I did a while ago, just like kind of posted up just to remind me, like just right beside my bed, just so that I could, subconsciously get there, like visually get my foot in the door, so that I remember, hey, I have a purpose, but I'm not supposed to like agonize over this stuff. It's just, it needs to be at least visible, right? On a regular. So I've been worrying about the future and forgetting about the present. Yeah, definitely. So I'm glad you're here. Letting my worry of the future ruin the present. So I'm so there. Totally get that. So it's like, no matter how much creativity we have, this is the Ace of Wands, and I know it's like, this is just like being really like ready, adept, and just it's more about creativity and being turned on and tuned in, but like being that it's in reversal, it's like even when we're at a low, we can still be present. We can still show up. We can still, like part of, events unfolding is for us to just show up and be there. We're one of the key players. We're one of the resources. So, just show up. So I'm at the point where I have to keep things so simple. It's not even dumbing it down. It's just, let's just, this is the only way to calm things down for me. So let's just keep it simple, and just don't give me a laundry list, Spirit. Just tell me like some key points that I can fit on. Oh my gosh, let me show you something. I have this little, what do you call it? Little sticky note thing. You see how tiny this is? This is what I'm working on now. Not like a 2x4 whatever sticky note thing. It's got to be just this little thing here. Just that, okay? Whatever fits on here, maybe just a couple of things, and I'll just go with that. There's a lot going on. Big stuff. We don't want to fuck it up, so it's okay. We're doing okay. I think that's it. Yeah, and thank God I have like a whole stack of the, these buddies. So I got it at one of my other job things that like a while ago. It did like branding promotional stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, here you go. And it serves purpose. Everything has purpose in due time. Anyway, good to see you here. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, thanks for bringing some good energy in here too. So I'll see you again later. Have a good night. Bye for now.